Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have something super exciting planned. Um, I'm gonna do a split base Dutch pour, but I'm using recipes that I've never used before, and I'll tell you what they are if they actually work. I don't know if you guys are gonna see this or not, but what I'm planning to do today is a split base Dutch pour, but I'm going to pour the first color. I'm going to try to get it close to a square as possible. And then I'm going to blow that out. And then I'm going to put the second color of the base. I'm using black and white, by the way, on the outer perimeters. And then I'm going to blow that out. So I don't know how much of a gradient we're going to get between the two colors that I'm using for the split base, but it's going to be pretty interesting to see. All of my colors are mixed up. Actually, I have to add water to this one, but I'll do that off camera. But today, this is a custom mix color. It has cadmium yellow hue and a couple of golds in that. And this here is I believe, pyro red. And I also added some blue flash by Full Fart. This is golden teal. My paints are a little bit on the thicker side, by the way, for a Dutch pour, but we're going to make it happen. This is Flesh Tint by Creative Inspirations. Yeah. And this is Quinacridone Rose by, I do believe, yeah, I use Creative Inspirations. And this is Iridescent White by Liquitex. So I noticed these two colors were a little thicker than the others, so I'm going to add a little water to them, thin them down, and then we'll go ahead and get the canvas flooded. Oh, and I didn't mention my cell activator for this is going to be a Dutch pour, but this recipe for all of the colors are a bloom paint thin down, and the base colors are actually the base that I use for my Dutch pours normally. So I'm kind of combining a bloom recipe with a Dutch pour, but this is the cell activator that I'm going to use. It is a mostly graphite, but I also added King's Blue, and what else did I add? I added I believe Payne's Gray, or either it was a bluish green. I believe it was Payne's Gray by Amsterdam. But yeah, so that's my cell activator. So yeah, let me get these paints to consistency and I'll be right back. Okay. I think I'm going to decide to go with white in the center. So I'm going to try to make a square. So what I'm doing, I'm going to lay down this color and blow it out. And then I'll come in with the second part of the base. And let me spread this out a little bit.
Just trying to make sure I have even coverage.
All right, guys, as you can see, um, I have a much wider area of white paint than I anticipated, but I'm going to just go ahead and pour the square of black down. So that's just going to give us a little bit more gradient in the final blowout. So let's see how this goes. We're going to just go with the flow here. I'm going to add a little bit more black just to, if we're going to have gradient, I don't want it to be all gradient. I want to see some contrast. So I've almost used up all of my black. So now I'm going to blow this out. The purpose is I just want to make sure, I had a couple of clumps here. I just want to make sure that the canvas is ready for a Dutch blowout, i.e. is not having too much paint on the canvas. So we're going to get as much off as possible and try to end up with a beautiful base for our Dutch blowout. All right, guys, this is actually gorgeous to me. This would be a beautiful minimalistic type vibe with, oh, especially if I added a little gold, like here and there, little pops of gold maybe through there. Yeah, but that's not what we're doing today. So we're gonna get to it. So I'm gonna use the perimeter of the white and lay down this paint for the Dutch blowout. Trying to be mindful not to use too much. I have squeeze bottles, you guys. I just change color so often, and I don't know how I would go about cleaning those things, but it does appear that the application would be much, much easier using squeeze bottles. So I'll get to those soon. It's our red, our flesh tint. And I want to use, I think we're going to go down with this, the quinacridone rose, which is sort of like a magenta. It's magenta. So I'm going to go down with the teal next. And on top of this, I'm going to add the iridescent white. I'm kind of hoping I'm not ending up with too much paint. I don't want to blow this completely over the black, but okay. And to that, we're going to add our yellow gold mixture. And I'm going to go around the inside with it. And now for the cell activator. Oh, I'm thinking this is going to be gorgeous, guys. I hope so. If it doesn't come out right, we're going to do this again because I had a vision for this. So if I have too much paint on the canvas, then I'm going to do it again just so I can, complete the vision. You guys know how that goes. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and blow this out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna spin it or not. Depends on how much paint is on the canvas. And if I get to a spot where I'm trying to preserve the composition, I may spin a little bit. All right, wish me luck, wish me luck. Let's get to it. All right, not bad, not bad at all. I need the center to be a little bit more centered, so, but I don't have too much paint left on the canvas, so I'm gonna spread this out, and I think what I'm gonna do is dip my palette knife in some of this black paint that's on the table, and try to balance the center out with a palette knife. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm just dipping my knife in the paint that's on the side. So let's see. I'm trying to see where's the center. We're gonna kind of drag. I don't want to take away the white completely. Just trying to give the illusion of this being centered. And sometimes that works by just adding the symmetry that you want to see. Uh-oh. Need more black, guys. Okay. Yeah, that's coming out quite nicely. I do like that it's not perfect. I'm gonna have to take a step back It has some gothic vibes. So, not at all what I had in mind, but I do like it. I like it a lot. Hmm. I'm not doing too much else to this, but I'm gonna add a couple more um, swirls so that it won't seem so isolated to the center. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm liking it. I may not like the colors, all the colors that I use here, but I definitely like the composition for sure. All right. Let me wash my hands and I'll be right back to show you guys up the close ups of this one. So here are the final results. Go. Go. I really do like this composition. It's not what I had in mind. I'm gonna revisit that, but I'm also gonna revisit this as well because I love the composition, but these colors, not so sure of. I have other ideas in mind, but I do dig this white down the center and the swirls around it. So I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What would you have done differently, or what would you like to see me try regarding this type of Dutch pour? Yeah. So you guys take it easy. Thanks so much for spending this time with me today. I really do appreciate it. And please come back soon to see what else I'm working on. Have a very beautiful day.